Hey guys, it's Giselle and welcome back to Beating Your Face 101. In today's video, we're going to focus on highlighting and contouring. I recently did a video about the foundation base that I have on, and you can visit that playlist up here. I advise you, I just threw my brush. I advise you to watch that video first so you can hopefully follow along and have your base like I do. But in today's video, we're just going to go ahead and, chisel these cheeks and highlight this face. So let's get started. So basically, what is highlighting and contouring? So highlighting is bringing light towards your face where you want it to go, and basically that's where the light naturally hits your face, and contouring is creating shadows within your face to make your face a little bit slimmer or to change your face shape without having any surgery. That's the best part. So for highlighting, you usually use a concealer, and the concealer I'm going to be using is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is about $3 to $4 depending on where you get it. I get it from my beauty supply store, and it's about $2.99 whenever I go and get it. When you use a highlighter, you only want to use 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. You do not want to go anywhere with, if you're a deep dark skin tone and then you have a concealer under your eye, that's just way too bright. So I like this concealer because it's very easy to use, it's very blendable, and as you can see, it's 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. Now when I first started when I first started concealing my face, where is it at? I used to use this highlighter or concealer. And this is actually the, what is this, Maybelline? Yeah, this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Brightener. And basically, I was using this wrong. I was using this as a all-over concealer when actually you're only supposed to use a little bit of this to brighten up your eye. So let me just show you how bright this is. Look. Oh my gosh, look at the difference. So you see how this is more natural, it's more warm tone, it's more of my skin shade, and this is just white. And can you just imagine this under my eye? And yeah, I did that, fam. But I'm here to tell you not to do that. Do not make the same mistakes I have made. But I still use this, but I only use it as like a little small amount just to brighten my face just a little bit. Or if I happen to grab a darker concealer by accident, or I don't have my LA Girl concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Honey, by the way. I use this to lighten it up just a tad. We were in that phase, and I was doing it. So when you're highlighting your face, you are going to take your concealer, and basically you're going to make a upside down triangle on your face to highlight. So and this concealer is so creamy, it's easy to blend out, it's perfect, it's really perfect for beginners. Okay, so I put a little on my forehead as well as on the tip of my nose and on my chin, because that's where the light would normally hit your face, and you're just emphasizing those parts of your face. So next I'm going to take my wet beauty blender, and this is the Real Techniques beauty blender, or a sponge. I need to stop saying beauty blender, but this is the Real Techniques sponge, and it's wet. And I'm going to take the I'm going to take the flat side and start bouncing that concealer into my skin. And when I'm blending it outwards, I'm going up. You always want to blend up. You never want to blend down. And that just, you know, brings, it's like a instant little facelift. So when you blend that highlight up, it's actually lifting your face up. Another concealer that I would recommend if you guys can't find the L'Oreal LA Girl concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. They have a large shade range, as well as the LA Girl Pro concealer. They have a large shade range, and it basically, both of them cater to women of color very well, so you would be able to find your shade very easily. You see how that's just naturally, it looks naturally highlighted, like the lights are just, you know, sun kissing my skin now. So next, whenever you use liquid on your face, you always have to set, and I am taking the black Radiance press setting powder, or it's a loose finishing powder, I'm sorry, and this is in the shade Natural Light. For your under eye setting powder, you want to have it 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone as well, and this will just help set that under eye concealer as well as brighten your face. So you can use a powdered, a colored powder, and that's, like I said, should be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Or you can use a translucent powder. One drugstore one would be the Airspun powder that you can find at Walmart or Target, or the Laura Mercier powder is a fabulous translucent powder that you can use as well. The Airspun is like $5 to $6. Black Radiance is around $8 to $9, and the Laura Mercier, the travel size little bitty one, is like $20. The full size one is like $40. So you can get what you want depending on your price point, but as for me, I will stay with my Black Radiance and the Airspun that I've used. On the damp Real Technique sponge, I just went in and dabbed the pointy end in the product, and I'm just going to press that under my eye everywhere I put the concealer. And this really helps stop your concealer from creasing and moving throughout the day. So you just want to put that powder everywhere you put your concealer. I know everybody's heard of the term baking, and yes, we bake over here. I do not bake pies, I do not bake cakes, but I bake this face. So we're gonna let this sit for maybe 5 minutes. You really don't have to let it bake for that long. I would say no more than 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes is, you know, enough for it to set and soak in the concealer. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and we're just gonna dust that away. And I'm just taking my big fluffy blending brush, or this is a powder brush, and this is from the BH Cosmetics line. And basically I'm just going to be stippling that and sweeping. It's like I don't want to sweep all of it away. I want to kind of press it into my skin, especially under my eyes, because that's where I get oily. And that's it. So for contouring, we are going to go and take the Black Radiance True Complexion contour powder, and this is in the shade light to medium. As you can see, this has been my jam because I have hit pan on both shades. But this is very nice for beginners because it has a face to tell you where to contour, descriptions or where to contour for each shade, and it has a highlight shade as well. All 3 of these shades are very nice and very pigmented, especially the highlight shade is really nice and smooth. Let's see if you guys can see. So definitely you can see the highlighter shade. You can't see pretty much can't see the other two, which is what you want. You just want it to be maybe one to two shades darker than your skin tone, especially if you're a beginner. You don't want to go in with, you know, this harsh contour. You want to work your way up, and this palette is an excellent palette to start off with. If you are a darker skin tone than me, then Black Radiance has a medium to dark palette as well. So what I recommend you use when you're applying this powder is a angled blush brush. And I know it's for blush, hence the title, but I really love this e.l.f. blush brush to contour with because it just fits right in your cheeks so nicely, and the angle makes it easier to maneuver as well. So what I do is I just mix these two powders together, you know, because I'm a rebel over here. And I do the kissy face, or I suck in my cheeks to find the hollows of my cheeks and just start at the back of my hairline, blending it. And then once I have most of the product on my face, I would move down. So basically I want the majority of the highlight on the, I want the majority of the contour of the powder on the back of my face, and then it'll just fade to the inner portion. And I'm doing it a little bit heavier than normal just so you guys can see what I'm doing. So when you're blending it, you're just doing light sweeping motions. And I'm using the tip of this angled brush. I make sure to go in my hairline a little bit just so I can create those shadows. Bam. This side is always janky for me because this is my left side. So this side always takes me a little bit longer. And then whatever is left on the brush, I usually just like to go in just a little bit and go on my forehead. Since my forehead is kind of small, I really don't need a lot of contour up here to make it smaller, because then I won't have a forehead. So I usually just, you know, lightly dust whatever is left on the brush to just create a little bit of color and dimension, which I really don't need, but hey. And then I take a little bit and go on my jawline. I really don't contour there as much because I feel like I don't need it. I really just want to do my cheeks. If you ever feel like you put way too much on, you can go in with your powder brush and just blend it out some more just to soften it up. And that usually does the trick. So bam, it looks very soft, very natural. And I don't contour my nose, so I'm not even gonna do that because I don't contour my nose ever. Lastly, we are going to put some highlight on our face. And basically highlight is just adding that glow back onto your face, since especially for matte skin people. Oh my god, my battery's dying already. Okay, especially for matte or oily and matte skin people, all this matte and, you know, flatness on our face, we like to add some glow. So I'm just gonna take the highlighter from the Black Radiance palette, and this is on a Real Techniques setting brush. And I like this brush because it just has the lightest touch, and we're just going to put this on the highest parts of our cheek. And if you have to smile to find out where that is, you just smile and it's at the top of your cheek, see? And then I like to put some on my nose to create a little button nose. as well as my chin and my forehead. Just a little bit on my forehead because my forehead gets oily as it is. So now we created a fake glow, if you will, on our face. Ew. So that is the end of this video. Make sure you check out my previous video on how to how to apply foundation on your face and finding the correct foundation for your skin type. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. The next video will be focusing on eyeshadow application, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Please share this video for anybody that's struggling with contouring and highlighting. You know, help a sister out. And as well as subscribe to my channel so you won't miss those next videos. So until next time, bye guys.